to almost the last episode of Year of the Empire, where we review a movie that is not from Empire Pictures. I can tell from the camera that you're, like, pointing at me.
Your hair's blue.
My hair is blue. Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, I have blue hair. I don't know if you noticed that. No, most people don't notice it.
I just noticed it.
Blue. Anyways,
Blue.
we're reviewing a movie that's not the Empire Pictures at all.
Blue.
But it's the last one on our box set. It's the last thing on our box set, because, as you mentioned before...
We're like, finally!
Yeah, we're almost there!
It took a while.
As you mentioned before, these are all repackaged old Shout Factory releases, so they didn't do anything special for this. You just kind of put them in a new cover. And for TerrorVision, that was a movie that was a double feature. It was this and a movie called...
TerrorVision! It's like some reverb there. It would actually sound pretty cool. We don't have that technology. That's not in our wheelhouse. But go on. The
Video Dead. And that's the movie that we are going to review today because it has no ties to Empire Pictures, but it's technically on the box set. It's just the second one in the disc. Boop, boop, boop. So, came out in 1987 by people who really hadn't made movies that of really any note, and...
Or ever made.
About zombies, so... That will do it for our review this time. And do you have anything you want to say about this movie? I got some stuff.
The effects weren't bad on the zombies.
Yes.
Like I would say, the zombie effects. There wasn't like a ton. It wasn't like Dawn of the Dead, but for what it was a smaller scale. Which it's hard to get 100 extras for random zombies when you're, what this is. So I would say the effects did pretty good.
They were the
gore was pretty good. Not the most high. Level gore,
but for do-it-yourself kind of horror, like this, it's better than what we've done. It was definitely gooier. Sometimes the blood kind of looked like what we had.
They cut a zombie in half one time, and it was really nasty because it had all the guts, and there was rats in there.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice. That was a nice touch. It was better than when we chopped someone in half. It was a chainsaw. So it was better than what we could do. So, but the acting was bad. Especially from the lead actor, who I guess was the lead.
I guess he kind of was, but he just
we'll get to that.
Yeeted.
But yeah, he was a bad actor in this, and no one else was actually particularly
I don't know
good.
if he was worse than oh my god.
He's up there.
But it was cool.
He had no emotion for anything he was doing, and it was rough to watch. So, the Video Dead.
There was one point this guy gets him in the woods, and he's just you don't want to know what would happen if you sneak up on or call me that again. The guy's like, how about you show me or tell me? And then he's just death and destruction. And it's that's a weird thing to say, but okay.
Death and destruction. Video Dead is about this TV that zombies come out of. That's about it. So it actually gets delivered.
That was actually literally the back of a TV.
It gets delivered to this guy's house, and they come out of the TV and kill them. So what happens is the TV plays this endless movie called Zombie Blood Nightmare, and it's black and white. There's 6 zombies just shambling around. Nothing happens. Sometimes they kill someone, but then eventually they come out of the TV, and it actually looks kind of cool when they do, because it goes from this fuzzy black and white to kind of intense looking zombie effects. Like what we said, since there's only 6 zombies, they really upped up what the effects look like on their faces, and they all look pretty gnarly.
They look pretty good because I've seen zombie movies in which they've made worse zombies, a lot worse. Which I don't want to say they were made probably for more money. Some of these ones I'm talking about.
Burial Ground, Night of Terror.
Burial Ground was the one I was actually thinking of.
Yeah, good movie.
Actually, that's a movie that is such worth a watch.
It's so awful.
Because of how horrible it is.
So this is better than Burial Grounds.
Watch Burial Grounds.
Night of Terror.
You're gonna hate it, but you're gonna laugh and be uncomfortable at the same time.
It is awful. So anyways, was Burial Grounds. That's not what we're talking about. So
Burial Grounds.
So is the Video Dead is what we're talking about. They
cliffhanger
eventually other people are moving into this house 3 months later, and it's just a brother and a sister, and the parents are out of the picture at the moment. They're in Saudi Arabia. It sounds like.
Oh, that's Africa. Go ahead.
God dang this review. So anyways, it's a brother and sister, and there's also this guy who's trying to like track down the missing package because it got sent to the house by accident.
Whose house was it supposed to go to?
It was supposed to go to like an institute of like paranormal research. So actually went to a residential address. Whoops.
Could that happen?
So, anyways, with all of that, eventually the guy who's trying to track it down is kind of like a zombie killing expert in a way, and he teams up with brother, and they try to kill the zombies that... And let's just talk about the zombies for a moment. They, like... There's a part where the movie kind of stops dead in its tracks, and it's just him going to house killing people, but it's kind of, like, awkward and slow. And,
yeah, there's, like, nothing,
it's
like...
It's uncomfortable.
No, like...
But the kills are good.
Nothing happens with the people. It's just like, go there, kill them, go to the next one, kill them. But,
Yep.
I had a body count.
The effects were good. It was probably just a pad to runtime.
Yeah, it was definitely a pad to runtime.
And eventually, like, they get to zombies in the woods, and they start, like... Because you can't really kill them, exactly.
No.
But like, you can shoot them with arrows enough, or damage them enough that they're down for the count for a while. And that's what their plan is. And there's weird things with these zombies. They don't like the reflection, so they will actively, like, try to go away from it or destroy a mirror if they're near it.
It was actually kind of funny because I'm like, did they just not know what they wanted to do? Like, is it a zombie movie? Is it a vampire movie?
It was weird.
I've never seen a movie in which a zombie does not like its reflection.
And there's also a point where they start using weapons. Like, this one girl zombie takes, like, a chainsaw and even, like, leaves it as a distraction later on. And other times this guy's, like, the brother's hanging from the tree.
Yeah, they're hanging from the tree as, like,
all get sticks to whack.
Yeah, he's hanging up there as, like, a trap to get the zombies, and the other guy's going to be all, like, Robin Hood and just, like, choo, 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 which I think is retarded.
Yes.
He puts his shotgun as, like, a booby trap in the woods, so when they walk up, it just shoots a zombie in the leg, doesn't do anything. I'm like, why did you abandon your shotgun?
But those arrows that he runs out of.
The crappy bow and arrow that you have. And I don't know. But yeah, he's just hanging there, and the zombies are like, and then all of a sudden, like, one gets a stick, and they're just, like, going around, like, and then he has, like, a chainsaw, he's like, no! And then he drops the chainsaw or whatever.
Yeah, and then the zombie picks it up.
What I found was a female
trap.
zombie... I guess a female's in a wedding dress or whatever. Yeah. She puts a wig on at one point, and then she has a chainsaw later in the movie, and it's like, it felt a lot like Leatherface.
And she's chasing like the
yeah, like it felt like Leatherface, and I think that the guy
they name dropped.
They name dropped like Texas Chainsaw Massacre in it. The guy's like, that's like my favorite movie. I've seen it like 6 times.
So therefore, I'm able to use a chainsaw.
Yeah,
that's his rationale for why he deserves a chainsaw. That he then drops and gives to the zombie that kills him.
And then the zombie, like the guy runs down with a mirror, and she like runs away. And I'm just like, good job, guys. Now you don't just have zombies. You have a zombie with a chainsaw.
Whoops.
That's something I never thought I'd say.
Yep.
The zombie has a chainsaw. That's like 10 times worse than just a zombie. That's a zombie with a chainsaw.
But
a zombie
what happens is she uses that chainsaw and kills him. So the brother dies before the finale.
Way before.
So then the sister becomes the main character who almost had no screen time up until this point. And she also does this other weird thing with a zombie that they figure out where if you don't show fear, they don't attack you. So she, like, invites them into their house to, like, eat food. And then she also remembers another weird thing about zombies where if they're in a place where they can't escape, they will tear each other apart.
Which is weird because
so she locks them in the basement.
And they immediately start killing
and exploding. And then they go into the TV and...
It's like, why?
There we go.
Why?
Weirdest thing in the world.
Yeah, if none of this makes any sense, you're not wrong.
Yeah, This was released direct to video. It had no theatrical release. It wasn't a huge movie. I do applaud Shout Factory for putting out this Blu-ray to keep it alive. Otherwise, it would be completely forgotten. It's dumb fun at its finest.
I would say watch it again.
I feel like it would be a fun like party movie. But as it's on its own, it's not a good movie. It's not
that or like a drinking movie with friends or something. Like it's actually not unwatchable.
Yeah, and the effects are good. The effects are actually pretty good.
Like how I usually say, like, would I watch it again? I could see myself watching this again. Probably with other friends to laugh at it, but I would watch it again. Like, there's much worse movies out there that you're just like, yeah, this is not even funny. Like, bad funny. This is just bad.
Yeah.
This one was
bad. And funny. When we were watching, like, the bonus features, about, like, the effects people doing it, and they had, like, a small budget. They couldn't use the kind of effects they wanted to, so they had to, like, kind of minimize it and do it on a very short schedule. It looks great. They did a really good job. And what I get from them saying is that, like, hey, we know what kind of movie this was. We're really proud that we were able to just get all these people together, film this movie, and put it out
people
there.
were getting paid while they were there.
It was impressive that they were able to get it done. So
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is one of the closest to feeling like stuff that we could accomplish. Though it is slightly better in some regards.
Yeah.
Our acting's better. I don't care what they say. Video Dead had bad acting. So it is kind of respectable in that sense. It was just like guys who just wanted to make a movie, and they put in all of their effort, and even though it's like kind of crap, they did it. So
It's watchable crap.
yeah, it's watchable crap. I would love to watch that crap.
I like that. Watchable crap.
Watchable crap.
So when it's bad, but you'd watch it again. That's watchable crap.
Watchable crap.